Hi, folks. The Money Pit Group. Robert Quigley here, Washington, D.C. Well, today we have learned that finally, after 4 decades of battle, Roe versus Wade is going to be overruled sometime in 2022. Both the Republicans and the Democrats, I'm sure, are shooting off rockets to the moon at the moment. They're just, one is emphatically happy, the other is incredibly sad, and the fireworks are flying. And the rest of the time, the vast majority of folks who find themselves independents in the middle are quiet. So I'm one of these guys, and here's my take on the whole topic. First, since Roe versus Wade was made legal in 1972, at least 35 million Americans have been murdered. They did not do one single thing wrong. In the same time period, roughly at least 35 million immigrants, both legal and illegal, have come to the United States. So what we've done here since 1972 is we've essentially killed a very massive group of Americans, and we replaced them with other people's children from the rest of the world. It just makes no sense. Absolutely mind-boggling. Okay, so what are the issues? Do we have overpopulation? No question about it. The world has got too many people the way we are currently organized. Is there huge pressure on resources? Yes, absolutely. There's massive pressure on the global resources. Is it expensive to raise kids? No question about it. It's very expensive to raise kids. Is there a huge global poor population that's living on less than $1 a day? Yes, absolutely there is. So just looking at those few little questions and those massive overarching glaring facts, one would say, why would we even consider overturning Roe versus Wade? Well, it's very simple. How many Einsteins did we kill in that 35 million group of babies? How many Steve Jobses or Bill Gates or Jeff Bezoses did we kill? How many John Glenn's did we kill? We'll never know that answer. But what we do know is we killed a whole bunch of them. How many women live their lives today in deep, quiet regret? Because when they did get an abortion, when they're most likely young and single, no job, no money, they developed their life and they reached a point where, they're like, why didn't I keep that kid? Well, the decision was made, and now they're going to live with that horrific decision every day for the rest of their life. That goes on. There's a tremendous amount of pain and suffering on that front. Very short-term problem was solved in a brutalistic way. Makes no sense. Let's look at the bigger picture here. 50% of marriages in the U.S. end in divorce. What's the most common reason? Cheating, of course. Who files most of the divorces? Women. So you look at these basic facts. What do the numbers tell us? The numbers don't tell us that we have a problem with kids. We as humans have a relationship problem. We as American humans have a relationship problem. This is where we probably want to focus our attention and improve things. Okay, so what's a better way forward in this whole abortion debate? Well, let's look at the facts, and let's have a little bit of fun at the same time. Do you guys know every country on the planet, even though China has killed millions upon millions of their female babies, females outnumber males by a slight majority. That's nature's design. That's the way nature, built things. Nothing we can do about it or should do about it, but that's the way it is. Okay, society supports gay marriage. This is a recent phenomenon, and don't want to go down that road too much, but the general idea is what you do in your bedroom, that's your business, and what I do in my bedroom, that's not your business. So that's kind of how society is taking a look at that. But let's have a little bit of fun here. If that's possible, what's wrong with polygamy? What's wrong with the stronger family unit? I mean, think about it. These families can be organized in a couple of different ways. How about 2 men and 1 woman? How about two women and one man? How about two women and two men? How about lifelong singlehood? I mean, it makes no sense. Whether you're talking about two ladies and a guy, two guys and a lady, whether you're talking about the old idea of polygamy as practiced by the Mormons or lots of other countries and almost all of our ancestors going back to sort of pre-Enlightenment times, there's some benefit there. So essentially, what I'm saying is, we probably should take a more healthy approach and view of the family unit and how we organize that family unit. So, for example, you take Roe versus Wade. I hope everybody knows that the actual plaintiff in that case was a very wild, very poor woman with limited resources who already had kids when she was a young lady seeking abortion, and a lawyer of the day took advantage of that to support the abortion rights. But she wasn't always poor, and if she had been in a more supportive family group, there never would have been an issue. So that's what we need to strengthen. Is we need to strengthen that family group, and it's not always the traditional man and woman only a family group. It can be organized in other ways. Okay, so the big question here is, regardless of how we organize the family unit or the family group, why in the world can we possibly justify giving the death penalty to 35 million innocent kids who have not even had the slightest one chance to do anything wrong by anyone's moral or law book? It makes no sense whatsoever. So that's the huge problem. I mean, when you look at the right, and when you look at when you look at abortion opponents, that's the problem. Because in this society and in this world, people don't get punished unless they've done something wrong. Everyone's innocent until proven guilty, and that includes every single conceived unborn kid. Okay, so let's move on to the next point. Think science for a moment. Nature put us in this situation. Nature gave us more females than males. Nature did that, obviously, because this ensures the perpetuation of the species. No question about it. If we go down the road of science and we look at the vastness of the universe, maybe we need to embrace population in a different way. There's a whole galaxy out there. There's a universe of galaxies out there. Maybe what nature is telling us is, look, humans, you're at the top of the animal pyramid on Earth, and you've got brains, and you've got an ability to think, and you can make decisions. You can change the world you live in and the universe too. Why don't you stop killing yourselves and go out and populate the universe? The universe is waiting for us with arms open. The question is, are we brave enough? Are we strong enough to go out there and grasp that destiny? Well, you know what? It's going to happen sooner or later, because we're running out of resources on the Earth. We're running out of Earth, as global warming's telling us. So our minds, I think, we need to look at this problem in a slightly different way. And we need these people to take advantage of the vastness of the universe. And of course, this is going to help Elon Musk's business and Jeff Bezos's business. And I'm sure if you ask them, they will tell you that, hey, man, they can provide all the rockets that we possibly need. We just need a direction to get there. Probably need to work on the speed of getting there. But that is a better way to deal with the population problem. Death, that's so not cool. Finally, guys, I'm going to finish with this. And everybody knows it. This is the comical part of the video. Sex is fun. We all know that sex is fun. It's therapeutic. It's relaxing. We look forward to it for most of our lives. You get to be an old fart, you don't care anymore. But it's something that is near and dear to most people's hearts. So we need to use our brains. And there are so many ways that our brains can come into play to solve the the early kid issue. And we can have fun and we can do it in a responsible way all at the same time, and we can do it without killing innocents. Later today, I'm going to do another video on a more arcane academic subject on day trading and scalping in the stock markets. Until we meet again, all the best.